is that first wing of spiritual reparenting. Just as a parent, if they see their child upset, angry, withdrawn, where does it hurt? What's going on? So we begin to learn to ask this of ourselves. We begin to pause and say, what is going on inside? What's happening? We're talking about addressing within ourselves our individual personal self, but this is the same exact question that if we widen the field, that we can begin to ask of any population that is having trouble. If we really want to have a world where we're understanding each other and there for each other and responding to each other, we need to ask that same question. Where does it hurt? Where does it hurt for this group or for that group? So this is Ruby, again, this is one of the points that I found so powerful. She said that question, where does it hurt? We need to address it to everyone if we really want to understand each other. So we ask that question, we do our white awareness trainings, and we say, well, can I imagine, what would it like being a person of color here in Washington, D.C., where if you're out in the streets and with the racial profiling that goes on, you're just going to be very inclined to running into trouble. Or a mother of a son or a wife of a husband or a daughter of a father who could easily get arrested. Or what's it like to be right now a Muslim in this country, or to be an immigrant who might not be fully documented or might have some minor criminal infringement. What's it like to be any of these people right now? Where does it hurt? Can our hearts really get that? But Ruby goes further than that in her conversation and says that she says that we have a white spiritual crisis going on in this country, and that in order to understand what's underneath the aggression and the anger and reactivity, we really need to ask that question, where does it hurt? And really get, what's it like to be unemployed, to be losing jobs to globalization? Dalai Lama says that there's the suffering of not feeling needed, not feeling relevant anymore. It's like that story I tell so often of, approaching a dog that's under a tree and you're all friendly and wanting to pet it, and the dog lurches at you angry, and then you see the dog's got its paw in a trap. And then you go from feeling angry at the dog for being aggressive to, oh, you're aggressive because you're hurting. Where does it hurt? Can we ask that of everybody? Instead of making somebody a bad other, where does it hurt? Powerful question.